Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of ArrrCee. I'm ArrrCee, and today we're checking out a game called Vesta on the Switch. Now, this game is a pretty interesting little game. You play as this character here, and she is sort of in hypersleep when you start the game, and she's woken up like 200 something years later, and the ship that she is currently on out in space is being overrun by robots. And it is her job, along with some other robot friends that haven't gone crazy, to take the ship back. So, let's get right into it here so I can better explain what's going on here. What is a good level to start with? I guess we'll jump into... let's do 1-4 here. I don't want to start with the introduction because a lot of that is basically talking and story and stuff like that. I kind of just want to show you guys the gameplay and show you what the game is all about here. So you have your friend Bot here. He's basically just like a floating monitor, and this guy kind of gives you the heads up on what's going on in every single level. He's letting you know that, you know, we're making great progress here, Vesta. Mum will be very proud of you. Yeah, I'm just the bee's knees. She's a little full of herself, isn't she? Yes, bee's knees. That is why, having reached this point, I'm authorized to hand over to you a very valuable piece of technology. Here's an add-on for the Trans Nobbler. The turbocharged 3000 plus charger pack. This ingenious device will allow you to store 3 energy units at a time. So I guess this was the perfect video to actually start off with here, kind of showing off what Vesta can do in the game here. So Vesta teams up with this other big robot here that's to her left. I guess his name is just Droid, and what Droid does is he will stun a lot of these robots that are, you know, around in these levels. One you can actually see shooting in the background here. He'll stun them, and Vesta's able to run in, steal their energy, and use the energy to enable different things throughout the levels. So let's actually jump through all of this talking here, because none of this is super important. Alright, so you got sort of a Lost Vikings thing going on here. You can actually change between the droid and Vesta, and you can make things happen, which is pretty cool. Droid can actually shoot these boxes here to break them open, and as Vesta you can collect these different little secret icons or secret emblems or whatever they are. I'm not even really sure what I'm picking up. This one says there's 1 out of 3 to pick up. Yeah, that's the first one. Don't really know what those secret items do, but they're, you know, every level so far has had between, you know, 3 to 5 of them. Alright, so what we want to do here is we want to take these guys out. We put them to sleep, basically, is what's happening here. So we want to keep this guy kind of out of it, and then when we hit this guy, this next guy here, then we'll switch over to Vesta, and we'll steal his energy. He's out. We've taken that guy out. So what we want to do here is keep that guy sort of at bay while we take this box and push it into the disgusting green slime that's there. Keep pushing, keep pushing. And we'll switch back to Vesta. She'll run over here, take the energy. Boom! There we go. All threats have been thwarted. I think there's going to be another secret in this safe over here, too. Yep, that's 2 out of 3. So when she collects the energy, you can see in the top left that now she has 2 of the cylinders filled with green, and you can actually use those here in these things, and that will make this elevator, or at least this platform, move back and forth, as you can see. And if we switch back to Droid here, we can shoot... there we go. That'll actually be the 3rd and final secret thingamabob that we gotta collect. And we'll grab Droid, we'll head back over here. As you can see, this is about the extent of you being able to check out the level. Switch back to Vesta. There we go. She'll power this door. And I usually let Droid go first, just in case there's something in here, but this is the end of the level, so it doesn't matter. So we were able to pick up all 3 secrets there and get through unscathed. So that's one of the easier levels there. And looking at that level, you might be thinking like, wow, this game's actually really, really cool, you know? And, you know, it's got this cool isometric thing going on. It's got, you know, a tag team gameplay where, you know, you have to bounce between each character to do certain abilities to get through the level. It's actually, you know, there's actually some really cool stuff going on here. But there's also some things about it that I'm not a huge fan of. And we'll get to it. We'll get to that once we actually approach those things here. Here's another ability here. Droid can actually throw Vesta across the way here. She can take that. And she can actually put that towards this. And that will get this elevator going. So we can get Droid across. So there you can see, like, really simple little puzzly stuff going on there. So one of the things I don't like is the lack of checkpoint stuff going on in this game. So if you happen to die, you get caught by a robot or you fall off a cliff at any point, which I'll demonstrate right here. You can see that Vesta has already gotten us over here. In my opinion, there should already be a checkpoint, right? If Droid falls off, you get the option to exit to menu or restart level. If you hit restart level, you are literally restarting the level, which can be maddening because later on you will get into some levels that are super long. And, you know, maybe they're not super long, but they do get longer. And it gets really frustrating when you happen to make, like, a bad move. Vesta is super weak in this game. And if she, you know, takes a hit from any robot, it's a one hit and she's dead. And if she goes down, you are restarting. Now, there was one level that actually did have checkpoints in it. When it said restart level, I'd hit A, and I found myself at the halfway point, which is a really nice surprise because I was under the impression, oh my god, I'm going to have to redo everything, aren't I? So that was nice to find out, actually. Yeah, I'm going to drain this so that way we have it. Alright, so at this point, we're going to have to throw Vesta across again. But we got to do it while that robot isn't there. And we got to shoot this guy. Because if that robot touches her, again, things are not going to be going well. She's going to go down very quickly. Alright, we can get Droid through here. And we got to take this guy down. There we go. His is going down quick. We got to get to him quick before the timer goes down. There we go. We open up that door. Now, you also find these little mail... I guess they're almost like a email ATM, a kiosk, email to kiosk, I suppose. And they will give you like little jokes and little emails and stuff from different people that were on the ship at one point. So the day has come. Starting today, the complex will function without human technical support. The boys and I will move to the outer colony. Laura tells me things are pretty good out there. We will leave this to the geeks and security guys. Goodbye, Mom. I know you're processing all the logs. Take good care of Big Bolt. Those who are staying here are not very good at fixing leaks. So, as you can tell, a little bit of humor. Not a whole lot to go around, but a little bit. And you can see that the exit from the past level is a little bit different from this one. You can see that we actually need, because we have Droid here, so that lights up green when he shows up. But you can see that we actually need 3 charges full in her battery pack to finish this level. And you're going to find yourself needing to do that in most levels. Let's see if we drain this one. Oh, here's another secret thing. There we go. There's one more somewhere. Oh, it's over where that one robot is. I'm not going to chance it going in there. But I will show you what I'm talking about there real quick. Let me put the charge back in here. Let me go get Droid. So most of these levels actually have like little secret areas that are boarded up like this. They're pretty obvious, you know, like this here. And actually, we might have to go in here and get this to finish the level. I may be wrong, but it looks that way. So we gotta wait for this guy to kind of walk through and do his thing. There we go. We want to get Vesta in there as quick as we can, take him out. There we go. We got a power. So most of the, or not most, but some of the secrets that you'll find in this are boarded up by the boards that we just blew up here, and then they're guarded by a robot. And one of these you're going to find a secret item to pick up, so that makes that 2 out of 2. Nothing in either of those. But we did, we were able to get another one of our another one of our energy valves filled up there. So we want to get Droid back over here to the exit, and then we're going to get her. So we actually had to do that to get that last one, it would seem to me, because now we're full at 3, but if we were to take this one, this door wouldn't be able to open to let us through. So there is a little bit of a puzzle aspect to this. There you go, that is the end of the level. So as you can see, levels, as long as you know what you're doing and know where you're going, they can be relatively short. You can play through them pretty quickly. However, there are some levels that I found to be kind of frustrating trying to get through, where I died several times and I was getting super frustrated. Alright, this one for instance, we can let the platform lower. We can grab this one. And we can take Droid through. Alright, so I did play through this one semi-recently, and this was one that was giving me a bit of trouble, and I managed to figure it out, but there is a bit of a trick to it. So this game it's all about timing, it's all about taking your time, it's all about not making rash decisions, but of course, you know, rushing at the times that you do need to rush, and that's part of the weirdness of the controlling with the characters in this. At times the characters feel like they control very stiffly, and at times you have to make like a real quick motion. Alright, so we gotta grab her now. So like here, you gotta take him out, very quickly get her, and send her over. So because I've done this area before, I know that I need to use the energy here and make it so the platform just lines up there so we can get in. And we're going to use another energy piece there. And what that energy piece does up there is it makes it so Droid can go through this door here, because otherwise it's not open. So over here, what you're going to find is another robot that we can't deal with yet, because Droid can't take him out. He needs the help of Vesta to use her energy stuff. Now, what was frustrating me before was that throw that I had to do with Droid before. I'm able to like do it now, because you end up using that throw ability quite a bit with her, but it gets super frustrating if it's not quite working right for you, you know? We're actually going to grab this one back, because Droid's where he needs to be. But this robot will come right after you if you're in his line of sight, so you got to be very careful, and he will just eat you alive. Is this going to come back up for me or what? It's taking a long time. There we go. That's all I wanted. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Droid up here, so that way he can help us take that robot out. And taking these robots out is key, because you have to collect all that energy to try to get to the end. Oh, this is bad timing, because she's going to be stuck on the... Oh no, we just made it over. Okay, great. Alright, now we gotta wait for that to come back up here again. Okay, we'll take that one away real quick. Okay, we need this one for the door. And we're gonna put Droid back on this thing here to wait to go down. And we need the elevator to go back down as well. Okay, let's take this guy out as quick as we can. Let's get her over here. Boom. Now, I've been sort of ignoring it, but these boxes you can blow up, and those usually contain some of those secret items too. The thing with those secret items, I don't know what they are, and I don't know what they do. I do know that this game came out on Steam, so it's quite possible that this, you know, those things are just there for achievements on Steam, perhaps, and then, you know, because it came out on the Switch doesn't have achievements. It might just be like a leftover thing. Technician's Assistant Module T, Auxiliary Robot. So you're gonna run into some of these robots here along the way, and they're gonna have a lot of troubles. They're basically broken down, and you know there's really no way to fix them. So you'll see what happens in a minute here. So he's saying, may I remind you that you should go up to the upper hangar for transportation. So at this point, this robot is confusing Vesta for another human that he knew. You're late by 204 years, 3 months, 12 hours, 27 minutes. But if you hurry, maybe it hasn't left yet. Human punctuality, ha ha ha, a little joke there. But she's letting him know, like, listen, I'm not your chief engineer. I'm not really responsible for you, but we're gonna kind of blast through this. So you get the feeling a lot of times when these things happen that the bot there is not really giving you the full amount of information that you really need to kind of put everything together. All right, this area I remember being like such a pain. So look at this, like Vesta and Droid both move pretty slow, and you are expected to like move through this area really, really quick on your first time through, and that is, in my opinion, it was becoming impossible for me. I was not able to get this through on the first time through. Come on, take him out. Oh. And Droid does have a, his stuff does have to reload, so you gotta wait for that to reload if you need to take more shots. We're gonna switch to Vesta and grab this guy here. Droid just took a hit right there, but he's down to 2 more hits. Yeah, we're gonna wait for this guy to come back. There we go. Again, I only know how to do this level because I did this earlier, so this may take you a few times to actually get correct. For the first time you get to it, I don't know if you're actually going to be able to get through it without dying. Because I know that I wasn't. I actually wasn't sure what to do with this part either. You actually have to line up these platforms here. And you actually got to get all of these running. And you got to wait for the platforms to line up right in the middle there so you can just walk right across them. I actually got Droid and Vesta to the end of this, and I didn't have enough energy, and I'm like, how in the hell am I supposed to get all the, energy I need to the end there? I just wasn't seeing it. And then, once you see how the puzzles work together, it made total sense. So there is a lot of puzzle solving, that goes into this kind of thing. Okay, we'll just run Droid all the way to the end here. So yeah, I really like the look of this game. I love the cartoony, bulky style of it. Vesta actually reminds me of the gnomes from World of Warcraft, which is never a bad thing. I'm always a big fan of the gnomes. But yeah, really love the style of it, love the look of it. In ways, I really enjoy the gameplay of this, but at times I get really frustrated with it, and that kind of ruins my the fun that I'm having with it. I find so far the most frustrating thing I had to do was the boss battle. It probably took me a good, I don't know, 6 or 7 tries to take out the boss that's at the end of this first chapter. And once I figured it out, it wasn't too big a deal. But the first few times, because you know how it is with a new game, you're trying to figure out like all of the nuances and everything of the game. It was getting pretty frustrating trying to take him out. Maybe we'll actually go check out that boss real quick just so you guys can get an idea. But yeah, I like the story, or rather, I like the look of it. I love the tag team aspect of it, where you're going back and forth between Droid and her. The only problem is, though, is that I wish that the controls and everything was just a little bit more snappy, so you could react quicker. You know what I mean? But the game does have good elements to it when it comes to that. It's just it feels like there's certain parts of it that are broken because you can't react quick enough. Let's actually go back to the menu here. And let's go to select level. Oops, I totally selected the wrong thing. Nope. Let's skip this, please. Totally selected the wrong level. So it's starting us here right at the beginning again. Pause. There we go. Alright. Back to menu. Let's try this once more, shall we? Alright. We want to do select level. And we want to go all the way to the last one here. We have 1-9, which should be the boss, I think, right? It's the last one to select, so it must be. Alright. So, one thing to note immediately is that this level runs pretty bad here. Like, you're getting sub 30 FPS here when you're dealing with droid walking up over here. I don't know if it's coming through in the video pretty well, but I can see it on my monitor and it looks kind of bad. So what's going to happen is you want to put droid up there. See, it runs pretty good over here, but then as soon as you get over here where all this green goo is, it's pretty bad. So the bot is going to introduce you to this big boss guy that's going to chase you around. This guy right here. So when he does that move, he's actually going to charge. And when he sits there, you actually want to take droid and you got to shoot him. And then you got to get Vesta over here to drain his energy. So that first one I did right there was very simple. It's because I know what to do here. The first time I was playing this, though, oh, jeez, he's not charging it. There we go, now he's charging. So the first time I was doing this, I was getting really frustrated because I would switch back, I wasn't doing it quick enough, and the first time or one of the third or fourth times I was doing it, I was running droid around trying to shoot the guy. See, look at that. Vesta even gets close to him, that's it, you're done. You gotta restart. But when I was playing as droid up over here, like a couple of the times, third and fourth, third and fifth, somewhere around there when I was trying to kill this boss, I was sitting here trying to shoot him, and I was like moving around, and then, wouldn't you know it, but look at this, there's actually a hole right here. It's like, why would you put a hole right there? I was so frustrated when that happened. I got really irritated. Once I realized that it was there, it wasn't as big a deal. Like, I was able to be like, okay, maybe I should, you know, hang back here closer to the wall and take him out this way. But I just wanted to show off the boss battle a little bit here. Let's actually, I'll show you off here, see if we can actually finish it, just to give you an idea here. But it's a boss battle that, like, it kind of works, but it kind of, it feels a little tacked on, if that makes sense. Because, like I said, the controls and stuff, I feel like I'm always doing everything in the nick of time. I don't feel like I always have enough time to do what I'm doing. Like, this robot is, like, right here next to me. I'm surprised he didn't hit me right there. Look, he keeps crawling at me, and he's just gonna hit me. See, right there. So he's gonna go across the way here. So I'll have time to actually get droid over to him. But not enough time to hit him. And certainly not enough time to get Vesta close enough to him to take him out. There we go. Okay, switch to droid again. So we're gonna get lucky on this one, I think. Oh. Nope. Oops. Oh, gotta get away. Yeah, see, right there. So, right there, because of droid's beam, and you can't exactly see if you're shooting the boss or not. If the boss battle feels really kind of janky and kind of weird. I don't fully feel like it fits within the game. But all right, let's exit back to the menu. Let's try to continue from where I left off here and see if I can get through the next level here. Let's see. We're in Chapter 2. We're only in the first level of Chapter 2. So when you start off here, I haven't made any progress yet whatsoever. I kind of jumped through. And then I died and was left at a checkpoint, or left with no checkpoint, and I got really irritated, and I kind of shut it down for the time being. So what you want to do here at the very beginning is take that robot out. Because as you can see, if you actually run around this area here, there's not much going on. You do have some robots over there you can take out, but you can't get to them just yet. You have this door that you can open to go through that way. So let's see what we can do here. See if we can actually figure it out. Oh, there's a little secret area over there. So check that out momentarily. Alright, so we actually gotta take her back over here. Oh, totally missed him. Oh, okay, don't want to switch yet. Okay, throw her now. Oh, see, she did not get there in time. But I should be able to hide here, which should be okay. There we go. Okay, we drain him. And we're gonna drain this guy too. Because he's just not doing well, we'll say. We do have a computer over here. So here, well, here we are, the planet Ops, or OPS. What a name. They have gone and given it in the logs. This is what happens when you leave these things to the scientists and bureaucrats of the unified government. Once we have a stable colony and fully operational local government, we'll take charge of convening an assembly to decide the new home of the planet. Something strong that doesn't seem like a cold acronym that goodness knows where it came from. Although, it's worse for those destined for the colony potato chip. Haha, those living in colony potato chip, right? Let's see what we got in this secret area over here. Oh, it's another robot. I don't even know if I want a chance going in there for that guy to eat me or whatever's going to go on. Alright, so we got to use one of our charges to get this thing running and get her back over the way. We're actually going to run back over here. And let's get droid. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop that in. I always send droid in first. Because you just never know. Nope, there's no way to get through this door yet, so we can't get in there. So we gotta try to take care of those really annoying robots if we can. So this is where I was stuck at before. I could not get past these robots that keep shooting all over the place. But we might be able to throw her across that way there. Maybe that'll do something? Check it out. As soon as this green goo is on screen, I think that is what is killing the performance on the Switch here. Because the green goo in the boss battle and the green goo here is like just really killing it. Alright, so if we use that there, we now have this. Okay, but now what happens? I think now we're stuck. Huh. Yeah, I don't think we have any choice right now but to die and start all the way over again. Yeah, and see, this is kind of the frustrating stuff that I'm talking about. Like, I guess I made a wrong move. He threw her over there to activate that, but I can't get back over there and get my stuff because I can't take this conveyor belt back. Or no, here we go. My mistake. But actually, no, that doesn't matter because actually, if I do throw her back over here, and she grabs this... Oh, I guess we want to use it there, right? No, because even if I use it there, it doesn't matter because I can't get over there to... Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do here. What needs to happen is this door needs to open. And we need to take out those robots. And if we activate that, the platform goes, so I guess... we want to get him over here. And I can shoot these robots, but I can't really take them out, right? Okay, there we go. Yep, the door is now open. Okay, we'll switch to her. No, don't want to get hit. Oh, geez, I can't believe I made it through that. Wow. Okay, so now we can get... Oh, wait. Do we want to keep exploring over here a bit? Maybe there's a secret or something? Oh, geez, another robot. Okay, maybe we don't. Alright, we want to use one here, get across. Okay, we'll get him back across over here. Okay. So now she's got 2 at her disposal, which means she can open the next door. Grab droid here. Yep, there's a secret. Let's get her in here to get it. There we go, 1 out of 5. That's not great. What are you gonna do? Alright, I gotta take that guy out and then throw her across, I'm assuming. Okay, shoot him again. There we go. Okay, get her across. Shoot him again. Nope. Shoot him again. There we go. Sometimes I'll switch over, not knowing that I switched it over, and it gets really frustrating. Oh, not quick enough. There we go. You want to make sure that droid doesn't take too many hits, because if he does, he's done. He's a big, strong dude, but he is going to go down if he takes too many hits. He's already taken 1. Takes 2 more, that's the end. Okay, let's grab that. Let's switch to droid. Let's break these open now that we're both over here. So 2 of these secret things. Here's 1. And there's 1 across the green goo over there, too. We're doing a lot of throwing this time around. Okay, there's our exit. But we need to get droid over here. So all we gotta do is pop this one in here. Wait for the platform to take us across, and here we go. Look at that. Droid is here, but let's blow this up, just for fun. Alright, she needs to take this out, and we only need 1 to get in through here. There you go, that's our 1. We'll make it to the next level. So yeah, we were able to get through that. That wasn't as hard as I was expecting. Last time I was trying to get through it, I just felt like I was like dealing with a lot of annoying stuff. So sometimes it's how it works with puzzle games though, right? You take a little break, you come back to it later, and then it all of a sudden makes sense. But these puzzles also have a little bit of that, you know, action stuff going on too. You gotta shoot them at the right time. It's all about timing, you gotta be quick, but the controls are a little bit sluggish sometimes. So there's a lot of things to like in this game. Again, really like the art style, really like the gameplay, you know, the idea of it, and when it works really well. But there's parts of it that are sluggish, and there's parts of it that feel like they're broken at times because, you know, of how fast you need to be, but it feels you can't, or it feels like you can't be that fast or fast enough to do it. And then eventually you'll work it out. You'll find a way to sort of, you know, I don't know if you want to say break it or fool the enemies into going a certain way to get, you know, to get it to work to your advantage. And maybe that's just part of the game. Maybe that's how it's supposed to work. But like I said, there are aspects of this game I really enjoy, and I'm actually, you know, I would say the first chapter there I actually was having a really good time with, minus the one level in the boss fight. So this game on the Switch is only $10 too, so that's something else to consider. It's only a $10 game. Let's blast through this story piece here. I'm sorry, the SS is not available right now. Would you like me to make an appointment? No thanks. What kind of ship is this bot? First the commie killers and now the Nazis? Wow. The SS is the social supervisor, not the political police of the Third Reich, dummy. Ah, that's something different. And what's the use of having a director of human resources here? The crew of the mission has 3,026 personnel. Someone has to make sure they don't end up devouring each other. I guess that makes sense. And her office is in the refinery? Her office is in the outer colony. She was supposed to be moved at the end of Phase 2, but it seems that her relocation has been postponed until after the crisis is resolved. So, Another thing that's kind of odd about this game too is that all of the story is within the text. You don't run into a lot of characters that are story oriented. Most of the characters that have been telling the story have been these broken down robots here to kind of give you the information, but you don't really run into too many characters like humans or anybody that's like, oh hey, you know, I'm so and so. I'm going to help you guide you through this area, and you know, and then the story builds. It kind of feels like you're going through, you know, the same motions in every level, except you're, you know, unraveling a piece of the story as you get through every couple levels. So Bot is saying, leave these fossils alone, Vesta. Their data hasn't been updated for a long time. Why not? Because to update them would make their existence meaningless. I don't understand. I do. Leave them if you insist on rummaging in the past. Look it up on the terminals. Bot does not put up with any crap, does he? Poor old robot, just dealing with it there. But there you go, everybody. That is Vesta. I'm very hot and cold on this game. There's oh, geez. I had no idea that those were going to fall through. But yeah, as I was saying, I guess that's a good place to end there, is by dying. But I'm very hot and cold in this game. As I've stated a couple times, there's a lot that I like about it, but there's a few things that that really get to me. Certain things don't feel, controls feel sluggish, checkpoints don't feel often enough, and that kind of thing can be really frustrating when you're dealing with controls the way you're doing in this game. Let's see what happens when we get across here. Oh, we're dealing with bombs. Which way is that road? He's going that way. Okay. Oh god. That's probably supposed to take droid through here, I would assume? I don't know. But anyway, this is something I'm going to figure out on my own time. Like I said, I think you guys kind of get the idea of what's behind Vesta here. Like I said, cool little game. It's only $10. It does have a few things that I wish that they would polish out on this game a bit more. But besides that, I am having a decent little time with it. But there you go. That is Vesta on the Switch. GG, everybody, and I'll see you all next time.